All right, well, we are going to step aside, head into the cage for the official introductions for our third fight of the evening. Promises to be a very good one.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to be the fighters for our third fight of the night. First, fighting out of the red corner, returning to Front Street Fights with a record of no wins against 1 defeat. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall and weighs in at 167.5 pounds, representing Hardcore Idaho right here in Boise. Please welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Derrick Urquidi. And fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 1 win against 1 defeat, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighs in at 171 pounds, representing Team No Excuse in Caldwell, Idaho. Please, let's welcome Michael Garcia. Our referee for this fight, ladies and gentlemen, is Mr. Rulon Day.
All right, and here we go. Third fight of the night. Derrick Urquidi, Michael Garcia, both record-wise, they're about on the same playing field, and new referee in there, Rulon Day. As we get ready, the cage door is closed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are checking the fighters. The fighters are ready, and we are underway. Round number 1 is scheduled 3 rounds, 3 minutes apiece. Both opponents right now trying to size each other up.
Front kick. Yeah, so what you're seeing here is Michael Garcia is just storming, and he needs to put his weight on Derrick and really start to wear him out and get the takedown. You know, he needs to get lower on those legs.
And one thing, last night during weigh-ins and talking to Derrick a little bit, and something you might expect being young into your MMA career, still a little bit nervous. He said, you know, the nerves hadn't quite settled in, and you can kind of see it. Seems to be looking over to his corner and Brandon Shuey a lot, as right there Michael Garcia gets that takedown. Got
the takedown. Now he's trying to get to side control. You know, he's got it looks like a head and arm, which isn't the best position because he can get his back taken, but you can inflict a lot of damage. Now he's trying to stuff the arm, and he's looking for maybe a shoulder lock on that bottom arm. That's exactly what he's doing. He's trying to feed that hand underneath his front leg there and look for the shoulder lock, but it's not working. He was savvy to that. You know, Derrick defended it. Now he's starting to take the back. That's what I said. That's the danger of headlocks, is you give the opponent their back if you know what they're doing.
And again, right now, looks can be deceiving. Michael Garcia doesn't quite have that lock set in, right, or excuse me, that headlock set in there, as you mentioned. Derrick got the back position on there. And right now, both opponents kind of trying to feel each other out. Derrick trying to land a couple punches, maybe soften them up a bit.
Right. You know, a lot of people just know headlocks, you know. I mean, even if you wrestled in high school, you think a headlock is a good thing. But if he puts that second hook in.
I have 3 older brothers. I know a lot about headlocks.
Yeah. So if he puts that second hook in, there you go. So now let's see if this height advantage comes. Let's see his clinch skills when the tables have turned.
And we talked about those nerves at the beginning there. Derrick looking a lot towards Brandon Shuey in his corner. It seems to kind of really quickly gotten away from there. Slowly building confidence as we approach the final minute of this first round here.
Nice
Good
knee.
hard knee, as you mentioned there. And Michael Garcia, again, that takedown there, but not able to follow through.
You know, he couldn't follow it up. But, you know, once again, you know, Garcia is doing a good job keeping Derrick's head in the cage. You know, and that takes away the power of the jiu-jitsu guy's hips. So, you know, he's doing the right thing, keeping him stacked like that. But, you know, you're always in danger of a triangle, especially guys that are really lanky like Derrick is.
Not either fighter being able to really do anything right now, as you mentioned. You know, Derrick backed up against the cage. He doesn't have a lot of options. Michael Garcia can almost kind of open up his playbook at this point, and he's trying to land a couple fists here. Excuse me. I'll get my wits about me at some point, I promise.
Derrick's doing a good job of doing some wrist control and making sure he doesn't absorb a lot of damage from the bottom. You know, so and right there, he's got those double underhooks. He's keeping his head close. He's doing the right thing. But at some point, like I said before, you got to go through the fire to get out of that. So, you know, he needs to try to get up.
As we get to the final 5 seconds, those fists starting to fly there from Michael Garcia. Can he survive this first round? And he does. First round is in the books. Michael Garcia with a late flurry of right fist there to the face of Derrick Urquidi. But other than that, fairly even first round.
Fairly even first round. You know, you never know what's in the mind of the judges. You know, on the positive side, Michael Garcia got 2 or 3 really good takedowns, amazing high-flying takedowns. You know, when I'm looking at it, Derrick did a great job of defending everything, countering, but I think the judges are probably going to see those takedowns and give the round to Michael Garcia.
And as you're looking at the replay live right here on Cable 1 Channel 17, also youtube.com/Front Street Fights, as you mentioned, Michael Garcia had that takedown going for the side headlock there, but Derrick Urquidi ever to fend off and able to get that back position there and land a couple of fists, not really doing much there. Same thing for Michael Garcia. But still, both opponents trying to feel each other out a lot right there.
Right. He left that exchange because he let go of the body and he just scrambled to get up. He took the hook out, but if he would have stayed with those hooks, he would have got the second hook and on his back. So, you know, but that's what amateur fight's all about. Is it's a good proving ground and it's a good learning experience.
All right, we're getting ready for round 2, another scheduled 3 minutes. Referee Roland Day gives a signal, and we are underway again. Again, both opponents going back for the kick, but Michael right in there with those
Another
fists.
takedown.
Again on the takedown, unable yet again to follow through, which gives Derrick a little bit of breathing room.
And he's going back to a headlock. You know, it's like, hey, learn from your mistakes. That's the second time that he tried that he did that double leg takedown, and he just threw the guy away. He didn't follow it up. Now he's looking to stuff that arm again. He's got the headlock. Let's see if Derrick does the same exact thing. It's like deja vu.
Goes for the back position.
There you go. He's looking for that shoulder lock with his near side leg.
Now,
See?
Michael Garcia is trying to lock down that arm. What exactly is he trying to do there? As it looks like Derrick is getting very close to trying
now
to
he's in the
but
crucifix.
He's got that crucifix,
Yep.
and he's got those right fists flying. Not a lot of room for Derrick to move right now, just trying to cover up and weather the storm.
Yeah, now he's looking for probably an arm triangle. You know, when Derrick puts his right arm over the neck like that, he's in a lot of danger of getting an arm triangle. So Michael just has to put his head on the ground. Now he's looking for that same, you know, that's just one trick pony, and that's what you're going to get a lot of times. You know, that's that one move that those guys hit in those gyms all the time, and you know that's his thing. But you got to adapt. You got to go different positions. You know, go mount. You know, he's trying it. There it is again. He might pull it off. You know, but you know, now this is a third attempt. So let's see if he gets it.
As we approach the final minute 35 here in round number 2 of this fight between Derrick Urquidi and Michael Garcia, our third fight of the night of Front Street Fights 4, presented by bodybuilding.com. Final 90 seconds here. He's got that.
Putting a lot of pressure on the arm, but you know, Derrick's is really long and lanky, and he's got adrenaline going. He's not going to tap to that unless it's really good, and it doesn't look like it's good because his thigh needs to be on the bottom.
And he's trying to lock down
Michael's
both arms, and he's got him and a crucifix from the back. He can do pretty much whatever he wants at this point. If he can throw those hard, the hands aren't hard right now, but definitely had an opportunity right there to throw in a few hard punches.
Derrick needs to take his right hook and throw it in and get that, and then, you know, just try to tuck his head and give him that headlock to take the hook. There you go.
Derrick able to get out of that finally, but still Michael Garcia, good control there, good ground control, right back on top of him. Seems to have better position a little bit right now, trying to get a couple more fists in there.
Right, now he's full mount. Okay, now he needs to inflict a lot of damage. Garcia needs to start peppering him and making,
which he's doing with his left hand there. Not really hitting Derrick, able to get his glove in there, protect some of those shots, but
Derrick's
still,
in a
over
bad
time,
way with his left arm, trying to hug that waist. He's in a bad way. He can get his arm ripped off.
And Michael Garcia just unloading at this point. Derrick Urquidi weathering this storm, able to turn it over a bit, but again, Michael Garcia right back on top of him, full mount. He's got that left hand coming in, making connections. 10 seconds. Can Derrick weather this storm?
We will see. I think he will. I think he's going to make it to the second round. And you know, but I'm really impressed with Michael Garcia. He's doing a great job. He's tenacious. He just needs to tighten up his takedown game. His takedowns are really good, but his follow-up is not good. So he needs to work on that.
And as we look at it here, going for that full crucifix right there, got half of it. And this is where Derrick flipped it on him and got the crucifix from the back. What more could have Derrick done right here to capitalize on the advantage that he had?
Well, you know, he needs to get his head out of there. See how Michael doesn't have a good hold on his head? He needs to push that elbow off his head and take his back. So that's what he could have done different, but he didn't.
A lot of what we've seen from Michael over the first 2 rounds have been a lot of those takedowns going for that side headlock. As you said, kind of deja vu, so to speak. Knowing that, how has he got to capitalize? What has Derrick got to do different to get away from that, but also what does Michael have to do to capitalize on that and get through to his final plan? Well,
the start of the round is what's happened. The last 2 rounds, Michael's came out blasting and runs him down and puts him in his back to the cage. You know, Derrick's back to the cage. So Derrick needs to circle out, you know, keep circling in the center of the ring, and cut off Michael. You know, Michael's just using, you know, his strengths, which is, his strength and his size. You know, Derrick is lanky, but Michael's obviously a lot stronger.
All right, here we go. Third and final round of this 3-round fight. 3 minutes to a decision. Is this one going to go the distance? We are about to find out right now. A little slower start than we've seen the last 2 rounds right now.
Michael's not running him down, but he can't throw those. Derrick can't throw those little kicks. He's got
that knee right to the side there as they land right in front of us here.
There's another double leg. Let's see if he throws him away. Threw him away again. He needs to follow that up. Because it's hard to pass,
he's got those hard right hands here. Got about 3 or 4 hard right hands in there. But as you were saying, if you're going to take him down, follow it through.
Follow it through. Why else would you do a takedown? You know, you need to establish that dominant position inside. Now, watch. He's going to probably try to go for that same shoulder lock. Okay, now you can't jump him out. You got to slice your shin across. That's why it's easy to defend. So let's see if he actually goes to mount.
So, and if you're watching there, Derrick kept putting the leg out to block him from getting full mount position, and he's able to get that full mount position. And now Derrick's doing everything he can. Michael Garcia just unloading a flurry of rights and lefts.
Watch the triangle. And armbar.
He's got that armbar,
flat on the ground, flat on the ground. He needs to put his hips flat on the ground. So Michael needs to move to the right and get flat on the ground, and he'll get the leverage right there. Get the triangle, too. The triangle is available. So now, okay, what you're looking for, especially in the amateur rounds, is, hey, stay on the guy. He should put his weight on the guy and just impose his dominance on him. Wear him down. Maybe take a submission at the last minute. He's telling him, get up.
And that's something you see the ref will do from time to time, but that's pretty poignant when the opponent wants you to get up and fight face to face and just kind of lay there.
Right. You know, and like I said before, you know, Michael is from a striking gym predominantly. Not that they don't do grappling, but, you know, he's more comfortable to kind of get that exchange in the beginning.
Trying to get that takedown again, but Derrick able to withstand that one. Now they're up. Maybe this is where Michael's been wanting to get this fight. Derrick going for a leg kick to the left there, and Michael able to get the leg sweep. And again, he's back on top. He's got 1:10 to put this thing away.
He did a lot better there following the takedown. You know, that was a good thing, you know, so hopefully he can continue that. But now you're in danger of being in the guard of a really lanky guy. He can climb his legs up. A lot of things a lanky guy can do here.
We're down to the last 50 seconds of this fight between Derrick Urquidi and Michael Garcia.
That was a nice little bullfighter pass. We call that a bullfighter. You just, you know, a little Toriando. You grab the legs and you fake it, and you just throw your legs to the side, and then now he's back in side control.
What's needs to happen in this final 30 seconds for either fighter to try and take this one right now?
You know, if I'm Michael Garcia, I would just, you know, put my weight on him. Don't let him up. He's doing all the right things. You know, he's probably ahead on the scorecard, you know, all 3 rounds. You know, he's established the tempo. He's went for the takedowns. He's inflicted damage. And really, Derrick is just really, you know, defending everything. Defending it well, but defending.
All right, we're down to our final
Hammer
15
fist.
seconds. Those fists coming in hard there from Michael Garcia. Does Derrick Urquidi have it within him in these final 10 seconds to pull something off? Sure doesn't appear so right now. This one looks like this is also going to a judge's decision. As the fight finishes, Michael Garcia able to get a final 3 or 4 big fists in there.
That was a really good fight. You know, like I said before, I mean, just because he lost doesn't mean he didn't learn anything. So, you know, Derrick did a really good job. He kept composure. You know, he learned a lot. He went all 3 rounds, which is actually huge for amateur fights to go all 3 rounds. That's a lot of experience.
It takes a lot of stamina, too.
Yeah.
And you've got to have good physical conditioning.
Right. You know, so my coach a long time ago said, when you go to a fight, you automatically lose 1/3, 1/4 of your conditioning because you have that adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
You know, so he's doing good. You know, you can see in the replay his hands are down by his waist, but he's throwing, and that's what you're looking for. You know, Front Street Fights does really good just trying to give these fighters a chance to showcase themselves and learn.
And if you take a live look back here at some of the opponents as they shake each other's hand, definitely damage done by the fist of both of them. The left eye there, Michael Garcia, pretty swollen. You see a bump under the left eye of Derrick Urquidi. So definitely both of them able to land a few hard fists there.
Yeah, we'll see what the judges say, you know, if they're kind of in alignment with me. But I think the takedowns of Michael Garcia, you know, pretty much win the day because that's what the judges see. Those are big exclamation points in the round. And like I said, Derrick did really good. He defended a lot of subs, defended a lot of takedowns, but ultimately it was Michael's pace.
And we are just waiting the judges' scorecards to be turned in. It looks like they have. And we are going to step aside and head back into cage side for the official decision with ring announcer Britt Talbert.
Front Street Fight fans. How about another round of applause for another amateur bout that goes all 3 rounds here tonight? These guys gave it all for you here tonight. We're going to go to the judges' card for this one. Judge Howard Hazelbaker has it 30-27. Judge Randy Anderson has it 30-27. Judge Steve French also scores this bout 30-27. It's a unanimous decision, improving his record to 2-1 from Team No Excuse in Caldwell, Idaho, Michael Garcia.